Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bishopsgate Institute for today's free lunchtime concert with Joseph Havlat and Myra the Steinway. The lunchtime concerts have been part of Bishopsgate Institute's programme and offer since 1948, and they were inspired by the work of Dame Myra Hess during the Second World War, who, despite the fact that all the concert halls and all the galleries and all the theatres had been closed by the government as part of the war effort and to protect the artworks, she felt very strongly that music was something that had the power to inspire people to get through difficult times and to do their very best. And I think that's probably as relevant now in COVID times as it's ever been. So they've been part of our programme since 1948. We also have, as I mentioned, Myra the Steinway Grand that belonged to Dame Myra Hess and came to the Institute after Myra Hess died. This is the last of the concerts with only live stream. We love you with live stream, but we look forward to welcoming a live audience from the 4th of June. So if you go to our website, which is bishopsgate.org.uk, you'll be able to book your place with your household or whatever the rules are by the time we get to the 4th of June to join us in person, and it will also be the live stream, so we look forward to seeing you then. For now, we're greatly looking forward to presenting Joseph Havlat, who is returning to the Institute, and today's concert is on the theme of Resist. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you for having me. I'm really, really happy to be back here to get another chance to play on Dame Myra Hess's beautiful Steinway piano. It's a truly extraordinary instrument. I was here last time doing a song recital, and I'm glad I can have a go on it just by myself. It's a fantastic instrument, beautiful sound, and I hope I can sort of show off the best of it in this little recital I've put together today. So as was mentioned, I've put together a set of pieces on the theme of resist. They reflect this theme in various ways. There are two threads through this program. The first thread is that of sonatas, which is a quintessentially classical form, but has these days come to mean something quite different, at least in terms of music written today. One of the composers whose music I'm playing today, William Marzi, put it quite well in that sonatas are now completely abstract names for pieces that do not necessarily have to conform to traditional classical forms which they would have done originally. So I've presented sonatas here today by three different composers, Rzewski, Isabella Gellis, and William Marzi, as I mentioned before. And they're in name, sonatas of various sizes, but in music, all very, very short in scope. And alongside that, I've also put together music that is based on protest song and African-American spirituals, very melodic music that is often soulful or lamenting, and also a few folk song arrangements, if you could call them that, by Michael Finnessy. I'll speak a little bit about the music as I go through the program, but I'm going to start with three pieces by Frederick Rzewski. The first two are from his set of nano sonatas. These pieces were written in 2007 to 2008, and his nano sonatas, of which I think there are about 56 now, are all very, very short pieces, split up into volumes. And I'm playing the first two sonatas from the fourth book of Nano Sonatas, which are subtitled Peace Dances. And following that, I'll immediately go into the third movement from his quite recent cycle for piano called Songs of Insurrection. This was written in 2016, and the main theme of this third movement is from the civil rights movement protest song, Ain't Gonna Let Nobody Turn Me Around. And Rzewski's music is inherently improvisational and fluid, but I feel it's a perfect entry point to both this sort of idea of a small sonata and also his way of weaving in protest and spiritual song into his music. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll speak more afterwards. So with this program and this theme, I couldn't not put in music by Michael Finnessy, who is one of Britain's foremost composers alive today, and who is so eclectic in his musical influences. And this next piece, this next little set that I'll play, begins with his short solo piano piece, Sometimes I. And this was written in the 90s, 1990, I think. And in a way, improvises and refracts an African-American spiritual melody. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. And as the music grows on, it sort of coalesces and becomes more violent or angry or confused. And I think Michael was such a fantastic composer at distilling passion into music, and really only putting in what is absolutely necessary to make this sort of music shine. And following that, I'll play another sonata by Isabella Gellis, a micro sonata. And this is a multi-movement work, contrasting with the Rozhevsky at the beginning, which is just two very short single movement sonatas. Isabella's music is in 4 movements, much like a traditional sonata form. So it begins with a first movement that roughly follows a classical tradition, formal tradition, in that there's an opening subject that is repeated and then maybe a bit of development, and at the end the main theme comes back. And then the second movement is a slow adagio, followed by a third movement which is a sprightly scherzo, quite rhythmic, and finishes with a rondo. But as you'll see, the only classical influence, in a sense, for this piece is the form itself. Everything has been tightly compressed, and the musical material flies by rather quickly. So I'll play these next 2 pieces, and then once more I'll talk for a final time about the last little set. In this final little set of music, I'm playing 4 pieces by William Marsy. 3 of these are world premieres. The 3 sonatas for sonata number 4, 5 and 7 are from a set of 9 sonatas that William wrote, I think, during the first lockdown period in 2020. And I'm very pleased to be able to give them their first proper outing today. These little pieces are, in a way, similar to the Rzewski at the very beginning. They're very short, single movement works, but I've put 3 of them together to create a sort of pseudo larger form sonata. Before that, I'm playing a piece also by William, A Lady at Her Toilet, which is another piece that I got to give the world premiere for a few years ago now, and I've recently just recorded in last October, a CD of which will be coming out hopefully sometime this year. And then around these 2 other pieces by Michael Finnessy. These are both based off folk songs. The first, There Never Was Such Hard Times Before, an English folk song. This first piece was written in memory of Cornelius Cardew, who I believe Michael was good friends with. And the final piece in the program to end it is from the Irish songbook, How Dear to Me. And I think these 2 pieces by Michael really capture a sort of sense of longing, longing that is shared in the spiritual music and protest song that we've heard earlier. So I hope you enjoy the rest of this program and that you've enjoyed these little snippets of things today. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the rest.
Thank you so much, Joseph. Once again, you're able to bring to life a 94-year-old Steinway with contemporary music. I thought that was a fantastic combination. Thank you so much. Obviously, these lunchtime concerts are free for you, the audience, but they're not free to put on. So if you have enjoyed this concert, future concerts, previous concerts, and would like to make a donation to support the future concerts, we'd be delighted to receive your money. So if you'd like to go to our website, which is bishopsgate.org.uk, and go to the Give section, you'll be able to make a donation, and we would be immensely grateful. It just remains to say that the next concert is on the 4th of June, and as I mentioned earlier, you can attend in person for free if you would like to. We'll be at 25% capacity, so well below the limit that the government has set to keep everyone safe, but you can also join online as before, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you again to Joseph for a fantastic performance. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Thank you very much.